It's about £8, but I'm starving. Now we're crossing to an actual island now. This ferry, by my calculations, marks the halfway point of the cycling, which is that means I've got, wow, look at that thing over there. What's that bloody hill sticking up? Can you see that? Where is it there? It's a big sticky up mountain thing. Basically, can I take double what I've already taken? Should be a doddle. Well, that's where I'm going. Bodo, which is quite a long way. Then you get another ferry from there across to the Lofoten Islands. That's 133. Some of these showers are just magnificent. Ah, so nice after that bloody cycling.
I likhet med lundefuglene har de korte vinger som egner seg til dykking. Lundefugler kan holde pusten I over 1 minutt og dykke ned til 40 meters dyp. Og her ble det fast fisk.
Fish supper again.
Men det langt hjem.
Popular in Norway. Maybe I have trouble keeping a real sound out cool today, because it is another scorcher. Oh, there's a swallow. Look at that out there. That's quite an interesting peak. Pretty rocky. Oh, what a day. It's amazing. These folk are cycling from the southern end of Norway to the north Nordkapp, which is sort of Land's End of Jonagroats of Norway. This boy's got a spare wheel. They're not exactly spring chickens either. Well, that's ferry number 2 today, wherever it is. I've not seen a single seal anywhere along these coasts, probably because they've all been eaten. I think there's some significance to that hole up there. In folklore, and that's probably the Seven Sisters. It's amazing that you can get through this channel here. No wonder the ice caps are melting. It's warm. And only 2 days from the Arctic Circle. Oh, a day and a half. There's a cyclist. There's more of them on this road, because it's less lethal. That's quite a good expedition, that. Pretty impressive, aren't they? Not the 5 sisters, I think it's the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, this Airbnb, we've got a view of the Seven Sisters up there. There they are. Quite jaggy too. That's a wonderful, there's that bridge which takes you to who knows where. Find out tomorrow. I don't think I'm ever going to be very good at cycling because I couldn't keep up with those Germans. They were totally laden down with. One guy's got a spare back wheel, and I never saw that band of Wrinklies that are going from one end of Norway to the other. It doesn't matter how much I do, I never get any better at it. Thanks to Joyce's phone, you can see the route, and then you can zoom out and see the bigger picture, which is a bit depressing. Although, let's get in there. Tromso. 10k from here to the ferry, but I'm guessing there's a big hill. Do you want the 904 or the 316 liner? You thought about what kind of stove you want? Waiting for another ferry, just the once a day. It's hard to imagine what all these folk do for a living. And obviously the ferry services are quite a big employer. But aside from the infrastructure, I don't know what they do. It's not like you can drive anywhere to work because it's just so far from anywhere and so convoluted with the road system and all these ferries and everything. I don't know what they do. Here we are, ready for another fjord cruise. Not much soil over there. The problem with these hills is not being able to keep ahead of the flies, which all come out of nowhere and you're sweating like mad and they're all following you, landing on you. And then there's those huge things that look like horseflies. Oh fuck, there's one there, look. 2.7 kilometers, the longest yet. And there's a icy draft coming out of it. Whoa, it's like a fridge door. That was easily the longest one yet, but would you want to be climbing all the way up there, plagued by flies and bloody clegs and sweat? No, it's freezing in there, really cold. So that tunnel just came through there. There's another one here. Looks like a real lack of soil. Just rock. 2.8 kilometers, another one. This. Not good if you're claustrophobic. Ah! See how cold it is. It's a bit like a nightmare. And it's not warm. Building a road over that's probably not an option. No, certainly not an easy one. Isn't that amazing? And we're only 1 day's cycling from the, well, less, half a day's cycling from the Arctic Circle. God. Airbnb around the corner. Well, here we are, ready to lie down and sleep again. But such a lovely place. Fish cakes, kindly donated. There's no shop here. This is an interesting thing. Stove top combined with sink. I'll be looking like a fish at the end of this. Because that's a very good homemade fish cake. It's got a much higher percentage of fish. The commercial variety. Heat wave here in northern Norway. God, it's so hot. It's only 8:30 in the morning. Look at it. There we are, the road building process. Shortcut to somewhere. That's some peak. And there's a handy fish cooking barbecue arrangement here. Well, it is the original fjordland, but unlike the New Zealand counterpart, there's virtually no one here. Certainly no coach loads of Japanese. It's like a child's drawing of a mountain. It's just staggeringly scenic. Waiting for the ferry which will cross the Arctic Circle, so that must be over there somewhere. But actually, the further north you go, the hotter it gets. I mean, it's pretty warm. Not only that, it's like when you get up at 6 in the morning, it's like midday. It's not imaginary, the Arctic Circle, because that's Well, you get one day of the year where the sun doesn't come up and one day when it doesn't go down. I'm trying to take a video. There it's like a wee silver circular thing. That's the Arctic Circle now. Yeah. You know what the Arctic Circle is? Yeah. That's nonsense. They're at the other end of the penguins are at the other end of the world. Have a look at this. That'll be a laugh. This is the longest yet. Better get the lights onto this one. Rock faces wherever you look. That's what Arctic Norway seems to be like. Up there. And then a fine ridge to follow. Let's not forget that thing up there. Is this what people think America is? Telecasters, Gibsons and Elvis Presley. I don't know about Arctic conditions, but it is the Arctic, but it's the hottest day yet, of course, so it all makes sense, like this, in the middle of nowhere. It might be only 30 k's, but 30 k's of what? That's the question. I don't think that's the ferry though. The ferry's around the corner somewhere. God, it's hot though. Hot. Yeah, this is Arctic conditions now. Waiting for the ferry. I guess the thing is you have to see how cold it is above the Arctic Circle. Are you ready? Well, I wouldn't say it was any colder than Scotland. No. Well, it's back to normal with the weather. That'll be a fine soaking 6 AM. Get on with it. Down at sea level, but there, still a patch of snow. This is more what I thought it would be like. Quite a long one, 3.1. Not quite the weather it was. Norwegian wood. Isn't it good? It's what they call light rain, according to the forecast. And there's talk that it's gonna get better after today. Got to get to the ferry to Lofoten Islands. Is it Budo, Buda, Bodo, Budo, Buda, Buda, Buda? No, I don't know. Once you start finding bus shelters, you're never gonna get there. But it's gone a bit wet. Just shows you how lucky I've been. Look at this. Well, here we are on the ferry to the Lofoten Islands. After 120 kilometres of rain on the usual hills. It's not very warm. This is Bodo, Budo, Budo, Budo.